All right, everyone, the craziest news just dropped. Like, I'm still shaking from this. Steel Ball Run is confirmed weekly. This is not a drill. This is not a prank. It's 3 a.m. right now, and I'm practically screaming. Everyone's gonna hate me, but I don't care because Steel Ball Run is weekly, and that's all that matters in life. This 3 a.m. tweet just out of nowhere, dude. Like literally, I'm just out here chilling at 3 a.m. I just see a tweet from like 10 minutes ago. So the Netflix anime account, and yes, this is the real Netflix anime account, like nothing, no like speculation or leak or anything. This is the actual Netflix anime account. They say, thank you for all of the incredible support for Steel Ball Run, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This series is currently in production and will be available for everyone to enjoy. We are planning a split cour release across the entire run of episodes. The next cour, second stage, will begin streaming in fall 2026 on Netflix, with one new episode released each week. The release schedule is part of our original plan and reflects the wishes of the production committee. Your passion and enthusiasm mean a great deal to everyone involved in the preparation. We appreciate your patience and continued support as we work to bring you the second stage. Now, this is absolutely incredible. So, like, previously they just told us 2026 as a release date like 2 weeks ago, and now, like, not only do we know that it's going to be weekly releases, but we got a more specific date in fall 2026. So we know it's coming out around the fall time, so like September to November-ish. Most likely September, but hey, it might go into like October or something. It being confirmed weekly is like the thing that matters here. Steel Ball Run is getting weekly anime episodes. This is amazing. So, you know, even though they say this is a part of the original plan and everything like that of the production committee, which, by the way, it's amazing that they even listened from back in Stone Ocean. The fact that they're giving us this information now proves that like all of the Johnny, King Von, and all the Gyro, Diego, Funny Valentine, even Josuke, like what is he doing there? But all of that stuff, it worked out in the end. It shows that like companies will listen if you make a statement like that, because just everywhere it was all Steel Ball Run. And so maybe they were saving this weekly information for the summer, but it's just like at that point, like JoJo, like Steel Ball Run would have already been dead. No one would have cared for it. So the fact that like they're now like backtracking and like they're now saying that it's weekly, this is huge. So yeah, weekly Steel Ball Run episodes in the fall. That's what we know for sure. The split cour release is still something that's interesting. It seems that they're still working with that, where it's like we're only going to get episodes at a time. But hey, it's still weekly, so you know, not the craziest thing. But it does make me wonder how many cours that, you know, there are going to be, because this says the second stage. So I don't know if they're still going to keep up with stages the entire time. Like maybe we might get like it'd be wrong to call these batches, but like six weekly episodes at a time maybe, because you know the second stage, it could take a while, but we don't really know how long it'll be. It only is like 15 chapters in the manga, so you know, like 6 episodes, maybe 5 or 4, but hey, maybe that means that the next cour will happen like, you know, maybe we'll get these Steel Ball Run weekly episodes like every season or so, with just a couple breaks here and there because of the weekly episodes. So let's just hope that, you know, even though we are getting weekly episodes, that these weekly episodes do happen, like, you know, not every now and then, like maybe like every 3 months, maybe every 6 months at worst. But hey, man, weekly episodes are weekly episodes. At least it's not in batches. But I do want to focus again on like the sentence, the release schedule is part of our original plan and reflects the wishes of the production committee. This means that all of the other companies that have to do with Steel Ball Run, maybe they do have a say. They did have a say on how Steel Ball Run was going to be produced, but maybe they couldn't say it until it was actually announced by Netflix that it would be a weekly release. Because just like, wow, like, yo, you that's really not something that you should be hiding, because how is anyone supposed to be hyped for Steel Ball Run when we don't even know when the second episode is? But it's okay. That's in the past now. Now we know that it's weekly episodes, and this is genuinely amazing. They listened from all the way back to Stone Ocean, because Stone Ocean was also in batches and people didn't like it, and they really showed off that they didn't like it. So even from that experience, like they knew like, okay, yeah, we need to release Steel Ball Run weekly, but sadly they just weren't able to show it until now. So, hey man, shout out David Production. You know, they were able to get the weekly releases, and like all the other companies, and I know there are like 2 other companies involved. I can't remember right now because this is just coming out of nowhere. Yo, who tweets? I know it's like the afternoon in Japan time, but still, bro, like 3 a.m. just dropping something as crazy as this. Yeah, the last sentence is also something to keep note of. Your passion and enthusiasm means a great deal to everyone involved in the preparation. We appreciate your patience and continued support as we work to bring you the second stage. Like, it was obvious that they were seeing all of the, you know, the Johnny and gyros, like all of those crazy, bro. I was gonna make a whole video like just talking about it in general, but all of the crazy images that people were posting, and it's just like, obviously they saw it, but people were really thinking like nothing was gonna come out of it. But this proves that, yo, stuff will come out of it. Companies do have to address this type of stuff. I mean, like the Clash of Clans account was posting stuff about it. Like there was other companies that were like posting other Steel Ball Run related things, and it's just like Netflix, they had to respond, and as you could see, they clearly did. Not at 3 a.m. It's absolutely crazy, but you know, Netflix responding like this is amazing. Something else that might be important to bring up now before it becomes like serious later is the fact that it is a split core release. I know a lot of people expected it to maybe be weekly all the way through, but honestly speaking, getting that to happen was going to be hard to do without waiting a long time for the Steel Ball Run anime. Remember that Steel Ball Run is way longer than the other JoJo parts. So even though all of them were able to be weekly, like even like Golden Wind, Diamonds Unbreakable, Stars Crusaders, the first 2 parts, you know, Battle Tendency, Phantom Blood, they were all still less than 40 episodes. But Steel Ball Run has a high chance to be 50 episodes, maybe even longer than that. So getting this split core release is fairly expected. Another thing to note is that there aren't really any other anime that are weekly these days. Like even One Piece of all anime has switched to becoming seasonal. So Steel Ball Run being seasonal isn't the most crazy thing. We just have to hope that at this point, that Steel Ball Run is released often enough that they aren't going to drag out the seasons, that, you know, we get a couple episodes, hey, maybe even like 12 episodes per season, so that it kind of feels weekly, even though technically it isn't. But yeah, maybe like a 2-season wait at most. But yeah, we just got to hope that, you know, it is weekly episodes, but we got to hope that it happens consistently enough. This is probably the greatest thing that the JoJo community's ever done, bro. Like five years ago, we were the community that was just like annoying people with terrible JoJo memes. But like now, like the JoJo community, like we really did something. Like, yo, Steel Ball Run is weekly. Yo, Steel Ball Run is gonna have weekly releases, and it's confirmed. This is the Netflix account that's saying all this. Yeah, shout out to the JoJo community. It's just this is the greatest. This is the greatest thing to ever happen. This is the greatest thing that the JoJo community has ever done. We beat the giant corporations. We are getting weekly episodes for Steel Ball Run. At this point, the only thing left to address is what the Steel Ball Run anime is going to change compared to what is in the Steel Ball Run manga. So in order to figure that out, click on this video right here.